expect and try and be aggressive on their first series.
Go here. Give me there. Stay 50, stay 50.
On third down, Johnson. And he's able to get it to the 31, and that's enough for the first. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
I haven't met a football team yet that runs the ball successfully that doesn't talk about having an attitude to be a running football team, right? You got to be able to put your nose in there, smell where the first down sticks are, and get there.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. On first down, Stafford here. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 23 yards on the play.
And the big guy catches the ball out of the backfield, and oftentimes that's quite a surprise to guys playing defense because not ordinarily thought as a pass catcher, it often works when they decide to dial it up.
Couple of first downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46. Now a handoff. Johnson. He'll get only a couple down to the 44.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Here's Stafford now on 2nd down. Flush to his right. Over the middle, and it's incomplete. Kenny Galladay, the intended receiver. 3rd down here.
I know we're doing this game live, but let's step into the film room for just a second, because when they review this play, oh, the negatives are going to be incredible on this one. Rolling out to his right. Yeah, he's right-handed, so that's a natural spot for him. But he throws back across his body back into traffic.
Big no-no.
Oh, that's a monster no-no. The only good thing that happened, it fell incomplete. Very fortunate.
Throwing on 3rd down, Stafford. He's got the first down here inside the 30. And he's going to get it down to the 14-yard line. Give him 30 yards there. Well, they're piecing together a nice drive to start this one. Seems pretty scripted and pretty successful so far.
And I think they did it without our help. Because you remember when we sat in the production meeting with them to talk about this. And, hey, you know, how are you guys going to come out of the gate? I know I offered my help with a few plays, and they didn't seem to want it.
I didn't offer mine.
You know, you were the smart one. Whatever they're doing, though, it's working really well.
And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
And they'll turn to the power game to try to get in. And he'll get him a bit closer as he's down to the 2-yard line. It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be 2nd and goal. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. He'll get it up the middle, and he gets halfway there down to the 1-yard line. Call it a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal.
So if I'm an offensive coordinator, there's one thing that I know for sure. This is one of the top 5 teams in the NFL against the run. So when I look at my playlist, I'm probably thinking about throwing it.
4 down, tag 53. Hey, give me that. I need it. Pick you up right there. Hey, give me that. I need it. Pick you up right there.
They'll try to run it in. Johnson. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. A loss of 8 on the play, and it brings up 4th.
Brandon, I believe that they were in 4-down territory, and that's what they were thinking. But after the loss, I've got to kick the field goal. No way I'm going to go for it in this situation. But you know some of these coaches, they're extremely unpredictable, and they may go ahead and press it.
And Prater's kick is on the money. It's good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. A dozen plays on that drive that ends with the field goal.
Let's go ahead and break out some of the old chestnuts here, right, partner? Keep the ball in front, rally to it, and make the tackle, right? No big plays given up, no balls over your head. Bend, don't break.
Hold on. Chestnuts?
You like
Come
that
on.
one?
What does that mean, break out? Just because you break chestnuts?
I'm not sure about that part. I'm just going with why they said that. I have no idea.
And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division. Looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, all right? Number 1 goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number 2 goal is win your division. Number 3 goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs so that you can try to have as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl.
And right now fighting for every win possible to try to at least secure home field for the wild card and or divisional round. Right back to him on first down. And some space here. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Well, he's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game. I
think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL, being able to run it and catch it with equal proficiency.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. He's going to dump that off to his running back, Cohen. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. Call it a gain of 3. And just like that, it's 3rd down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. That'll set them back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that's going to make it 4th down. And he put enough leg into it, but it's well off to the right and no good. And this score will stay right where it is. So an empty possession there. What do you think went wrong, Charles?
Well, it looked like maybe the plant leg might have given way just a little. And when that happens, guys have a tendency to pull through the ball to compensate. And in doing so, sent this one off target.
So the long field goal misses, and now the reverse. You're in a tough spot defensively. They'll start the drive at the 43. They'll hand it off now. Johnson. And he'll push his way up to about the 44 here. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
On second down, here's Stafford. Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack. Leonard Floyd coming on the blitz. He gets him for a loss of 7. After the sack, Stafford and the Lions come up on a 3rd and long situation.
Double, set. Tag 53. Tag 70. Tag 22. Double, set.
From the gun, here's Stafford. He's going to air one out. And a shot taken on 3rd down, unsuccessful. 4th down now.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
On 4th down, here's Sam Martin on to kick it away. Back deep is Tavon Austin. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. And this one hits at the 1, continues on into the end zone for a touchback. Onto the field now come the Bears. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline, they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Yeah, get a little closer.
Yeah, well, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
From the 26, they'll line up on 2nd and 4. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. In the middle of the field, he's got Nelson. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A really nice gain of 25 yards. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. They'll look to throw now on 1st down. Over the middle, complete. It's Nelson. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A really nice gain of 25 yards. 2 minutes to go here in the first half. We'll come back to Ford Field after this. On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. Dancing to his left. And that's going to be incomplete.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it. From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. This is caught. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. J.J. Nelson with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Bears will extend their lead. And this one's right through to make it a 14-3 ball game. To Vecchio now to kick this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. Here's the Detroit offense now as they head back out onto the field. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
On first down at Stafford. Escaping the pressure right. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Khalil Mack in there to get him. And that's sack number 12 for him on the year. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done.
21.
Out of the gun, Stafford. He's going to look deep down the field. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Adrian Amos, the safety, able to make the play.
But one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown them a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after them. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. And what is going on here? I've got third down. Screen shows third down, but they've got the punt team out there. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. The Bears offense now gets set to head back onto the field. They had to go a long way on their last drive to score the touchdown. This time they get at least a little bit more of a cushion with field position.
I have to think that with this field position, after what they did on the last drive, they might want to take a shot right now and try and cut down the length of the drive.
Now Cohen. And he's going to be met at about the 43. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. I think you mentioned in the opening drive that these guys needed to establish the run, protect the young QB. Actually wrote that down, believe it or not. So how would you assess things so far?
I'm kind of touched that you actually wrote something like that down. I appreciate that, partner. But I do think they've been able to do that. Maybe not as effectively as they wanted to, but I think we'll see more of as this game goes along because they want to continue to take care of that young QB.
He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down. So first and 10 now from the 30. Back to throw now on first down. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. A first trip to the red zone for the Bears. They have a first and 10 at the 13-yard line.
Detroit! Detroit!
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be second and 8.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
It's a 4-yard pickup, and that's going to lead to a third down. And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively. They'll drop to throw. Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. Trey Burton in the final seconds of the first half. And the Bears will add on to their lead.
And remember, partner, that's a rookie quarterback back there. Apparently, he's getting the hang of this NFL thing pretty quickly.
Had 3 touchdown passes. You're right, he looks comfortable. What are they doing? Anything in particular?
Well, they keep talking about making sure they're giving him plays that fit his talents and also maybe shrinking the playbook a little bit. They did tell us that. Bottom line, he's really good.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. So here come the Lions now. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
Final 10 seconds of the half as they've got it 1st and 10. And with time running short here, they'll simply take a knee, and that should do it for half number 1. So we reach halftime with the visiting Bears out on top here as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. The Lions offense now with a football first here to begin quarter number 3. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. This is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22.
Tag 50 left.
2nd and 10, Stafford again. That'll be taken in there by Kenny Golladay. The 20, 10, touchdown, Detroit. A big play there, 78 yards. And the Lions are able to cut into this lead. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there was an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
Here's Prater now set to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll return this one all the way onto the other side of the field.
In just about every special teams meeting, there's a discussion with the punter about his importance. Why? He can flip the field for your team defensively, move it deep into their own territory, or if you're backed up on offense, and he can hit a big punt and change field position and help his defense. In this case, though, field position got flipped by the return team. You can do it so many different ways on special teams.
Lets it go for Nelson. That's going to be caught. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. J.J. Nelson, 46 yards. And the Bears will extend their lead. The lefty Tavecchio now. Extra point up and good by Tavecchio. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful.
Man, that's a damn shame how the damn free safety just stopped.
Tavecchio now to kick this one away.
He just stopped. Bullshit.
That's fielded in the end zone. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. So the Lions offense ready to go back out onto the field. They did what they had to do to start this third quarter, went down, got the touchdown to cut the lead, but the matching touchdown a moment ago, we're right back where we started at halftime.
Yeah, you're exactly right, Park. They got a little bounce in their step after scoring that first touchdown, but the defense gave one up, and that's the problem right now. Can they get better play from their defense while they continue to score on offense?
A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion.
That's what next year game.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33.
This shit so fucking garbage. Hate playing this shit, man.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Stafford, throw left side, complete. That's James. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. First target, first catch at a first down.
Man, coverage on her busted.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Stafford on first down. Underneath for Johnson. And he showcases the spin. A pretty good game before he's taken down. Call it a pickup of 7, and that'll make it 2nd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Let me take this shit. Too fucking shit.
Stafford looks to throw again. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's James. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
Should have hit his boots.
Stafford now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10.
Set, lady. Check three. Hey, go here.
From the 50, it's Stafford. Going left side, it's complete. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A very solid gain of 27. Now the Notre Dame man, this is Theo Riddick. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
He's definitely tough to get down. We just saw it right there. But how about what we did see? Pursuit, wrap up, and then the big finish with the tackle.
Really trying to go around everybody.
To throw on 2nd down. Stafford. And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack. Khalil Mack in there to drop him. And his great season continues. 13 sacks for him now on the year.
Hey, 22.
3rd and long. It's Stafford. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. So the scoring drive encompasses 9 plays, and the net result, 3 points.
Take your disappointment and put it aside. 9 plays. Yeah, they want to end up in the end zone with a touchdown. I get that. But sometimes those 9-play drives pay dividends later with another 9-play drive that culminates in a touchdown when they wear down a defense.
This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And now running right through it. Tavon Austin, he's going to go. He's at the 40.
Look at that bullshit. They need to quit, man. Fucking
Chicago. Tavon Austin. His first touchdown on the year. And the Bears will add on to their lead.
This whole game is a fucking fluke, man.
And as we've talked to special teams coaches,
nigga run straight up the middle, stumble.
Continues to come through, doesn't it? When they move the kickoff back to the 35,
stumble and still get the fucking touchdown.
But if you get a special guy
Man,
You give
y'all
him the
gotta
green
stop
light no
this
matter
bullshit,
where he fields it in the end zone. And in this case, it paid off handsomely.
He fielded it deep in the range of emotions.
Stop
Maybe like,
this
oh,
shit,
no,
man.
don't.
Real.
And then all of a sudden you see him break it, and you're like, yeah, way to go.
Yeah, sometimes you have to remind your head coach that he approved the green light for bringing it out from deep in the end zone, and that's exactly why he did.
And a pretty good return here. He'll be
game
stopped
time,
just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line.
Shit
And
over
Detroit
with,
getting
man.
set to go
No
now.
time to come back,
And last time able to get
35-13.
3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
Fucking trash,
They'll
man. This
take it.
nigga ain't
Just,
even
I
good.
like the way you've described it.
Let's
Not
just be
ideal,
honest. He ain't
but
even
they'll
fucking
take
good,
it.
man.
Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. It'll wind up being a loss of 2.
He ain't even
And
good,
that'll make
man.
it 2nd and 12.
Slow ass
First play
run.
of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
35-13. Like he done did some shit.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Stafford. Dumping it off for Johnson. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. Give him 6 on the play, and that'll lead here to a 3rd down.
Stand it,
And we
man.
see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This
So
position just
fucking
continues to
trash,
evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Gonna throw right side here, complete. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 17 yards on the pickup there, and also a 1st down.
Like, I see when you change the niggas up, man. You got linebacker on a wide receiver, then you try to change and put a safety or a corner on.
Light 7. Hey, give me a radar. Tag 50, tag 50. Here we go. Tag 22.
Now it's Stafford. The left side completion to Jones. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
They hit that crossing route really well. Excellent timing, puts it right on him, and he keeps running.
Yeah, turned it upfield for good yardage.
That's why I need to get toward. You ain't got the secondary to run no cover
now,
one, man.
13 out of 17 throwing
You know
the ball.
football.
He's got a 1st
You ain't
down.
got the Bears ain't got no damn secondary to run no damn cover one. And damn sure ain't finna press no damn body.
10, 32.
Again, it's Stafford. He hits Riddick underneath. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And it'll be 2nd and 12.
White.
Throwing again is Stafford. Eluding the pressure right. And he drops it incomplete. And our struggles continue here. We have not seen a whole lot of wide open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
10.
They didn't cover 2, it'd be 2.
To throw on 3rd down, Stafford. Wide open receiver complete. And into the end zone, touchdown Detroit. In for the score. And the Lions are able to draw a bit closer.
He's been in cover 1 and cover 2 the whole game.
I
ain't switched to a big nickel over 3. Cover 3 match.
4 down. Set. 280. Attack 26. 59. Hey, 5-0.
They'll try and run for it with Johnson. And he's going to get in for the score. And the lead now cut to 14. Back now at Ford Field, where the 4th quarter will begin with a kickoff following the score on the final play of the 3rd quarter. Here's Prater now set to kick it away.
Man, supposed to be tired right now.
This is taken about 7 yards deep. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. Here's the Chicago offense coming back out onto the field. They are just putting things together so well here, drive after drive. They really have captured the momentum, haven't they?
They've taken momentum and pretty much not just given him a jersey, but a seat on the bench as well. Whatever do you need, you've got it, because the way they're stringing things together and creating that distance between them and their opponent, it's really hard to narrow that gap. And the other part is they're taking their spirit away from them, too.
And now they're just looking to add to that total.
Here we go now. 3-19.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. Looking deep downfield. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
Again from the 20 after the incompletion. Here's 2nd and 10. On play action, they'll throw. Flushed out right. Broken tackle there for Nelson. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect him to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
Gone!
They'll look to throw here. Finding Gabriel complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. A gain of 19 and picking up the first.
It's on the same shit, man.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. He sets to fire deep. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Darius Slay with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And maybe he telegraphed it a little bit right there. You've got a cornerback knowing that he's going against a rookie quarterback. He stepped in and picked it.
You think he had a great week of preparation, looking forward to this opportunity? And the second part of that is, when you're a young quarterback, you are
pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack. Leonard Floyd in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year.
Block him. He came in fucking untouched.
Twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20.
Come on, man. Y'all going to the line too fucking slow, man.
They'll run it with Johnson. And an alley to run. And he'll take this one up to about 13.
That here to the right.
9 yards on the gain there. So from 2nd and 19, now we've got a 3rd and 10.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Throwing on 3rd down, Stafford. And that is incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Here's Sam Martin now. Standing about a yard deep in his own end zone.
You ain't supposed to go no damn 35 points. Come on, man.
He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. Now Austin. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And the Bears take over. And now the Bears coming out as they get ready. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He's going to take another shot here. Got a man. It's caught inside the 10.
Ass shit, man. He wasn't even near that ball.
There for the Bears.
He let that play. Come on, man.
Still throwing the football here, even with the big lead.
Yeah, I know you and I came up with a different era, and we think about sportsmanship and all that.
Shit like that, man.
People think about fantasy points and getting their numbers. That's all they care about right now.
I know
Good
that
chance
shit
now
coming
to put
with
this
JJ.
game on ice. This is first and goal. They'll try and run for it on first and goal.
Ain't going nowhere, man.
Result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 4. It'll be second down. It's second and goal back to the 8-yard line now. He's going to get it running right. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Only a yard there, and that'll bring us to third and goal.
Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness, think about running the ball here. Not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime spot.
And I think the defensive guys are probably expressing themselves to them as well. I wouldn't run it here, guys. You might want to try throwing it.
And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
The kick by Tavecchio is good. And that'll push the lead up to 17. So with that, you figure this game's pretty much out of reach at this point.
Yeah, it's going to take a heck of a comeback to come from 3 scores down. But don't change that channel. Don't go away. Miracles can happen, and you want to be here in case it does.
You're a company man.
Aren't I?
This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25. And Detroit getting set to go now. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency.
10 yards.
Move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. His throw incomplete.
Man,
Adrian Amos, the safety, able to make the play.
Shit,
it's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up second down.
Game, but God damn, man. Horrible ass gameplay.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10.
Pass right there. Swap master and shit.
Back to the air. Stafford on 2nd down. And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack. Aaron Lynch. He's the one that got to him. He takes him down for a loss of 9.
That shit piss y'all. And the line don't fucking block at all, man.
After the sack, Stafford and the Lions come up on a 3rd and long situation.
Line do not fucking block at all.
Watch 81, watch 81. Watch the run, watch the run. 21.
From the gun, here's Stafford. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. And they're able to convert on 3rd with a solid gain of 23. Time for a break. We'll come back and see this one out after this.
Hey, go here!
Now a first down throw. Stafford.
I've been released it. Come on, man. I've been released that shit, man.
Sacked. Brandon Graham. He's the
He
one
came
to
in
get
so
him, and
fucking
that's
slow.
sack number 7 for him on the year.
I've been released that shit, man.
To throw on second down to Stafford. Throw left side complete. That's Jones. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. They get 16 out of that one, but they still need to convert on third.
This trash joke so easy to beat, man. Damn. This shit would have been tied up, man, getting them 2 touchdowns.
5 out of 9 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5.
Then they gave him that bullshit run back. Come on, man. Fucking trash.
The shotgun snap for Stafford.
Oh, that's fucking trash,
through the
too.
contact. Incomplete.
Come on, man.
You can tell they were hoping for a
you
flag
have
there
the ball in your
offensively. Several
hands,
on the
man.
sideline
You take 2
motioning.
steps.
Hey, why not a
You
penalty?
hit,
Why
then
not a
lose the
penalty?
ball.
What did you
Come
see?
on.
Yeah, I think
Come
you
on,
gotta let them
incomplete.
play, and the officials are
Incomplete,
instructed.
man.
If there's contact
I don't
coming
know
from
fucking
both
football.
sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. Stafford, flush to his right. He may try and run for this. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Bears are going to get the football back, and they're going to get it in great field position. Now the Bears offense ready to take over again. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point
kicker.
Exactly.
And a big loss here as he's
That's
taken
that
down.
shit, man.
Chalk that up as their first sack in this game, and they tallied 4 a week ago.
And probably not as much exultation in that sack as what took us so long. Because when you get 4 the previous week, you're counting on continuing that momentum. They didn't get that done in the first half of the game. Let's see now if they start to bring even more exotic pressure towards the quarterback.
He's going to loft one deep left side here. And both guys were there, but it falls incomplete.
Finally, a good play there defensively on the deep ball. The secondary has had its struggles this entire game. Offensively, they've had their way with them.
Well, this shit,
The Bears on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and a mile. Back to throw here. And
He got
incomplete.
scared.
Contact made the ball run free and brings up 4th down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football.
Yeah.
So I don't see anything to warrant a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. And a nice job here to down this one right on the 5-yard line. And Detroit getting set to go now. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that.